everybody, and welcome to our quick update. I'm your host, Jonathan Moody. I'm here with my co-host, Squeaky Monkey.
Holly Presenza, otherwise known as the Muka,
And who's your friend you got there?
with Continuity Monkey.
I
Yay!
know, he's our buddy. We love him. And we're also with
John Ward.
John Ward. And we'll get to why we're with him because he's a part of our show.
Because he's a Yui Bowl fanboy, that's why.
I know.
Love you, people.
I know he does.
I am a fanboy.
So
Totally.
we're gonna give you guys a quick update. I'm just gonna tell you guys what's going on so far in the month of May, which is there's a lot going on. So John's got a review after midnight coming to us, so we really appreciate that. That'll be on our videos. You said you got two that you're already recorded, so you're already ahead of the game. You just need to send me, I guess, one of them at least right now, or not.
Yeah, I got two recorded, and then I already know two more I want to do. So I'll probably
Nice.
be like 4 months in advance.
Good. We like that. Because we already, if you send them all to me or whatever, I can just put them up and have them already be ready for the month of March.
And it occurs to me that's one of the good things. If you are listening to our haul videos, you get some insight as to what stuff's coming up on various shows that we do. So
Yeah, well, it's kind of been a newer thing because we normally don't do that. We don't. So the idea of Indie Film Cafe, one of the cool things we want to do is surprise the other person or surprise the people and kind of catch them off guard when we do it. But I do like to announce things way ahead of time. That way, by the time we get to it, people will be like, "Oh shit, I forgot we were doing this," or whatever. So yeah, and trust me, I'll forget when you say something. I'm sure you'll forget when I've said something. So or whatever. Hopefully we don't pick something that the other person was planning to do the next time, or
right,
whatever.
don't
But
cross the streams.
yeah, sometimes we do cross the streams. It just
We do.
So John's like, what? So
Don't cross swords, turtle.
I know. Speaking of Entourage from before, from our last haul video, so we're going to go into okay, so Indie Film Cafe. We always talk about this. No matter what, you're gonna get 3 episodes, period. There'll be 3 episodes. There's already 3 episodes ready to go.
But we are cutting back because we were doing 4.
Oh, last year, yeah, last season we did 4. But we tried that for 5 months and it did not work.
It was just too much.
It's just too much, and plus it didn't really work because there were some Mondays that had 5, so that really frustrated me because I'm like, my OCD is like, that means another week that we don't have something, we can't do that. So I'm just like, you know what, screw it. If we can't get every Monday, then let's just do 3 Mondays and everything. So, I mean, at one point I wanted us to scale back to 2, and then I was like, it's just that would make me go crazy because I love doing Indie Film Cafe episodes. So at least having one extra one is always fun.
This is the guy who was that close from giving up when he moved to California. He's like, I'm going to have to give up.
That's because one of my friends put something in my head saying, if you go out and you just watch movies and do your podcasts, you're not going to be able to, do any of the film stuff and everything. And I was like, that's not necessarily true. And then what happened in 2020? We had a fucking lockdown, and I couldn't do anything but do those anyway. So it
was fate.
it was fate that we're supposed to figure out Zoom and could bring John Ward onto our show.
There's our title for our biopic, Fated to Blab.
Yeah. So anyway, so you always get Indie Film Cafe. Forgotten Heart Classics hasn't been on for a little bit. I think you and Joe need to.
Yeah, we need to get some new episodes. At least 3 more.
Well, just one more at least, for the next month if you can.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Yeah.
But that would be the last. I believe we always have out on the last Thursday. So if you can get it by the last Thursday, get one in the can and get that sent to me. We'll upload that and do that. So Film Freaks has taken a break because we got up to 12 episodes and we figured that's enough for that season. So let's take a long break. It's not coming back till next year because it's season five or season four going on to season five. And I wanted everything kind of caught up. So right now Criterion watches in season four. What the fuck Fridays on season four. And the only one that's on season five already is Quick Review Thursday. So that's continuing this season, and then that's going to take a whole year off next year. So, and Paul will be happy about that because it's just one extra thing that we can kind of get rid of right now, you know. And speaking of not getting rid of and kind of bringing back, we are planning to bring back Docs That Rock and Blue Cheese. Those are two shows that Paul's been dying to do, but because of things like Film Freaks and some of the other stuff, it's just been harder to get them. So we're gonna record some of those. We still got short film Saturdays
I mean,
going
we
on.
have a couple of docs that rock out there, but yeah, we haven't really done a blue cheese in quite a while.
Yeah, I don't know what the last season was for Blue Cheese, but we didn't do one.
One, I
So
think. I think we just did one.
did we only do one season? I
Yeah.
thought we did two at least.
Mm-mm.
Hmm. Well, then we're gonna have the next season of Blue Cheese.
Because we ran out of cheese snacks.
I, so I don't know, John, were you familiar with Blue Cheese? Did you know that show?
Yeah.
Okay, so in Blue Cheese, his plan was to do like uh a show that had cheese in the like we
Cheese
would
was the theme.
with cheese was the theme, so we'd eat cheese snacks,
Or
you know.
cheese, adjacent snacks.
Yeah, while watching the movie and after and during the show, we'd eat cheese snacks.
'Cause
But
who
then
doesn't love
Paul
cheese?
just keeps forgetting to buy cheese snacks for whatever when
Well,
he's because
we covered the easy ones, and now it's like, oh shit, what else are we gonna do? But we don't. You don't necessarily have to do a different one every time.
right, you can pick out the same one, but here's what you need to do though. You need to pick out the movie beforehand because that was the biggest problem is we picked out the movie the day of, and so we need
Mm.
to pick out the movie beforehand so that you know which cheese you want to kind of
Well,
combine it
and
with.
there's a lot more to choose from now than when
Yeah,
we
you
first
have a lot.
started.
Yeah, because these are all Paul's. Paul occasionally let me pick stuff or whatever, but this is Paul's show. I have a billion other shows. I got to give Paul his shows and let him have things that he wanted to do. And so, actually, you started this when I was in LA because
Mm.
I wasn't available and you wanted to do other shows.
And a lot of these, I got no idea how good or bad they're going to be. So it's kind of
Mhm.
fun just to see what's going to be what. It's kind of a surprise.
Yeah. So on the last episode, What the Fuck Friday, we had just Jen, which was a cool thing because we had not had her on
Right?
that show at all. And that was
That
the
was the whole
reason
point.
behind the show was not to have her on because these were movies that she wasn't supposed to like. So
Right.
she found one that she
Or
actually
put
kind of
up with.
would put up with.
Yeah,
So
she likes chopsocky stuff. I
yeah.
found that out.
All right. So she's okay with some of these things, but I don't know. She might have been okay with what's the crazy one with the dude that we interviewed?
Oh,
Uh
Greasy Strangler?
Greasy Strangler.
I
Yeah.
think she would.
She would have liked that. It's kind of weird but funny. Have you seen that one, John?
No.
Oh,
Oh
dude, you got
God.
to watch that.
It is a classic,
Yeah,
a cult
it's so
classic.
much fun.
Um, so then let's see. I'm trying to think of the other ones. So 80s horror film still has been on hiatus. I was supposed to record some stuff. I still haven't done that. I think that's getting pushed to June still because
Who's,
Rebecca just can't do it.
yeah,
Rebecca can't do it, and I have to find somebody else to, and
and
it's just been
that's
busy.
why
Yeah.
Sexploitation Sleazecast is still on
Yeah.
hiatus.
And then the other one is like 90s horror films is still going. We just did one of those. Horror film lovers we're recording on Friday, so that'll go.
You know what we should do? We should ask Ashley Ushry if she'd be interested in coming on the show because she's the one who helped me develop that idea for Sexploitation Sleazecast.
Yeah, yeah, you guys were in Las Vegas. It was
Mm-hmm.
the time we met John Ward for the
Yep.
first time. We met up with Ashley. Ashley just said, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And she came to our hotel and the hotel bar basically and hung out with us. So we thought that was really cool. So,
Yep.
but yeah, you guys were just jibber jabbering about it, and she was like, "Why don't you have me as the guest host or the podcast host?" And you just never did. You never contacted her. You contacted Rebecca instead, and
Well, I knew Rebecca more than I knew Ashley.
but maybe you can ask Ashley. She's not really. I don't think she's doing the porn thing anymore. I don't know. Um, I don't even
I
know
don't
if you're
know.
allowed to say that P word on YouTube or
Nah,
whatever. Um,
it is what it
so
is.
yeah. So anyway,
No shame.
so Sexploitation Sleazecast, if you can get that going again, feel free. I'm not
Mhm.
going to be on it, but I would have been on it for the Orgy of the Dead, but you didn't ask me for that show. You just did it with Rebecca, and I was kind of sad that like I'm the
Oh,
Ed
I
Wood
didn't
guy.
know.
Well, I'm the Ed Wood guy, and I own it.
I
Like
know.
you knew that.
I knew that.
Yeah, I would have. I definitely would have came off of
But
that.
I described the show to you, and you were like, what
I,
the?
I didn't want to be hanging out watching it with you. That's just weird. Watching porn with another dude, and it's not porn.
It's
It's
not
not.
really
It's not
porn.
porn. It's
And
some
most
of
of them are
it's
not.
porn.
Some of it is.
Some of it is bad porn, but some of it's like
Some of
just
it's weird, like crazy, just experimental weirdness, or just artsy
yeah.
weirdness. Some of it's porn, and some of it's not. Some of it's just strange stuff. You know,
So stuff you can't put on What the Fuck
some of
Fridays.
it's
You have
just
to put it.
failure.
Yeah. So
That
anyway,
pussy
yeah.
failure.
Bad pussy. That just
Worst
that's
worst movie ever.
okay. So then there's let's see, we got horror film lovers, 90s horror, 80s horror. Hollywood Boulevard is still going on with me, Joe, and Alfred. That's a lot of fun. We just did Mega Force, so our next one is War Games, so that's gonna be fun. And then and that's a Joe pick. Joe was so excited about that. Um, what's the other one? Hollywood Knockbusters is still happening. And that's going to be back this week. The mainstream, I brought that back and we were doing the Karate Kid thing. So we had John for the first episode, Joe Turk for the second, and I got to get somebody for the third Karate Kid movie. And I thought I had asked Alfred, but I guess I didn't. Maybe I asked Danny Terry for the third. So I got to get that going. I think Danny's mad at me because I just told him something today that like I think pissed him off. I
Oh dear.
well, I told him I didn't want to spend $80 on a fucking quick queue for the Loch Ness monster. Like I'm not, I'm not doing that. I said I'd rather sit in a fucking line and wait. And I think he thought I got hostile or something. And was like, nope. So, but Danny and I will, we'll talk and hopefully I want to get Karate Kid 3 done. Unless John wants to come back for that. If I can't get anyone, John, would you like to come back for Karate Kid Part 3?
Um, sure. It just matters what it is.
Okay. And so let's see. Quick review Thursday still happening. Like I said, we got one more. We got finished this one season of it. Paul's been kind of taking a break from it for a little bit, so I think he'll be back soon. At least for a couple episodes, whatever, like
Well,
when
I
we get
do
time.
have a pile of movies that I need to just get reviewed and looked at.
Exactly.
You know,
So there you go. Those are the
I
kind of the perfect ones for it.
usually I look at it because I don't know what it is, or I just kind of bought it at the Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree, and you think it's
And
gonna be crap anyway, but
if it's going to be super bad, I'll save it for IFC. If it's just kind of bad or kind of meh, I'll do it for quick review. Or if it's good, I'll do it for quick review.
yep. So yeah, so we got a quick review, and then what other videos have we done? I mean, I think that's it, right? Like that should be about it. Let me look at what the
Yeah. And by the way, I have a couple of other Ed Wood movies for Sexploitation Sleazecast, so
oh
I
yeah.
will let you know.
Okay. You do another one. I want in on that.
I will let you know.
As long as I can watch it by myself, I'm okay. I don't want to watch these things with people. It feels weird. I know you love that because you love to get the
I mean,
screaming.
you'll watch an extreme one with me and Kate Phoenix. What's the difference?
One day I will, maybe. We haven't had that happen yet. So, oh, Shark Attack Sundays is coming back in the summer. So, just not. I don't think it'll be back in May yet. I
I've
think it'll be
forgotten all
June.
my movies we were going to do.
I think I have them. I think I can look them up on your because you sent me the list on Facebook. So I bet I can look
Oh
up.
God, there's like a billion messages
I
between
know.
this
So that's
time.
why you do search and then you look up Shark Attack Sunday and then you go, you look up when you said Shark Attack Sunday and then I look up, I
This
can
is
do it. I can find anything.
assuming that we don't get kicked off like poor Mr. Ward here
Uh, poor Mr. Ward. Um,
for
uh,
breaking the
Indie
law, breaking the law.
Indie Corner
Breaking
Radio
the
is
law.
Indie Corner Radio is coming back. So I've got a couple people lined up to do some interviews, but I
And
think it's gonna be like.
Spotlight too, right?
And yep. And so I think for indie film or indie corner radio, I think I'm gonna get two people per month or something, not do, four per month or whatever, like I've been doing. Because once again, lots of stuff I need to get done, including 31 days of indie horror that I've started to record. That'll come in October. And Indie Film Cafe Spotlight, which we just recorded our first episode, which will be out on this Friday, will be Todd Jason Cook. So, which uh,
That was a good one.
which we mentioned, I believe we mentioned Axmas in the interview
We did.
that we talked about. We loved
No, nice.
About
that.
your movie.
Yeah, your movie Axmas. So,
Thank
uh,
you.
yeah, I'll give you a shout out. He loves putting those out and everything, and so good guy. So those are taken care of, and uh, I- and Criterion Watch. Did we mention that? I don't think we did, but
No.
Criterion Watch. We just recorded the newest episode for May, so it's us three doing Night of the Living Dead. So that was a lot of fun. This has been so far this season for a lot of our shows has been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
And
we did Francis Ha earlier. That was
yeah,
a
we
lot
did
of fun.
Francis Ha for yours, and now
Rachel.
for April and for May we're doing Night of the Living Dead, and that's perfect. And so who knows what the summer will bring? Some fun shit. I'm
Hopefully a
sure.
break.
That's what John's saying right now.
Yeah.
Needs a bed.
His mustache is yawning.
Uh, but anyway.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I think that's about it. I think like if there's any other ones that we are doing or whatever, you can look them up. We got indiefilmcafe.podbean.com, which is all our podcast stuff. Also, you can check out indiefilmcafe.reviews, which is where we are not caught up on that. That's still in
Little by
season
little,
six.
though.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just did Sister Wrath. You got to do Frankenstein
Frankenstein.
Island. And
Oh.
so you got to write that, review that little thing
Tom
up
Ward,
there.
have you seen Frankenstein Island?
Long, 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 long time ago.
So
Probably on
bad.
VHS.
Really
Yeah,
bad.
that's really bad. So, but that was in season six. That was last year. So this year we gotta actually, yeah, last year. So last year, so we gotta catch up, on everything. But, I just want to say thank you everybody for checking this out. John, tell us about your Dark Park films. What do you got going on?
We're going to be Donald Wills and I are doing another film discussion where we're talking about The Thing, the three
Nice.
Thing movies, and then briefly talk about the audiobook, comparing it to the movies, and then discuss the video games and the comic books. I actually just spoke with a couple directors for doing one filmmaker, and I'm unfortunately with me, friggin' Facebook doing what they did to me by canceling everything. I'm having a hard time now getting in contact with certain people because they think it's spam or something that or a hack. So
It
I'm
sucks that you
hoping
have to
that these,
start all over again because, like, think of
Yeah.
all the celebrities and people you had on your, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
now you have to re-add them. I mean, it's gonna
Should
look.
have a picture with you and all your cats. This way they'll know it's the real you.
there you go. And then just regular videos coming out, just movies I bought and stuff come out. So I try to do like two a week. So there is stuff coming up. So I got some goodwill things that I want to put up there, stuff that was not shown on the last videos that we made.
Would you
I
say
still
you've
think you
gone?
should do your own show and call it Goodwill Hunting.
Yes, I was gonna say that joke too. Goodwill Hunting,
A friend of mine has his thing called Goodwill Hunters.
hunters.
So
Oh,
yeah, I don't want to. I don't.
yeah, don't
It's not.
copy.
Yeah, so it's a good idea,
Goodwill,
but yeah, I don't
It's
want to.
already
Goodwill
been done.
Poaching.
Yeah,
It's already been done, but I started when I started the Blu-ray Hunter, uh I didn't realize there actually was another channel called Blu-ray Hunter, but they hadn't done anything for like few years. I think they were done. So they hadn't done anything. So I was like, after I'd already created it, I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna keep it going because you
And
know,
I was doing trolling for stinkers. I'm pretty sure nobody has done that before, but
I
we
know.
just
I was like,
merged them all together.
and I told Paul he should do it again. He was like, no, I don't really feel like
I don't really
doing
do
it.
it so much anymore because there's just not much out there.
Well, I'm sure. See, so also I forgot to mention I also created like I'm bringing. So I have a YouTube channel that's just Jonathan Moody, and originally it was like my reels and stuff like that for my acting stuff. It was like Jonathan A. Moody actor, but now I just made it Jonathan A. Moody, and it's going to be like it will be on my acting, but also if I want to do vlogs and stuff. Like if I actually want to go out to go hunting and stuff like that, we could do that and everything and things like that. And
That's
I can
cool.
add them into this so that it's another way where, and also I wanted to review mainstream movies that Paul doesn't like, or whatever, but that doesn't fit with horror film lovers or
There are a
Blu-ray.
couple out there I wanted to see.
Yeah, and then there you go. You could be a guest star of that one. So, but they don't fit with Indie Film Cafe because it's not
Right,
an indie film. So
right.
I wanted to put them on a different channel. So
Well, that makes sense.
having way too many channels sucks, but it's sometimes it's a necessity for being able to do everything you want to do. Unless you're Red Letter Media and everything fits in Red Letter Media. You
Well,
can
that's because Red
literally,
Letter Media gets paid.
but also like the title kind of works for anything,
Yeah.
technically. So was that it, John, of your stuff that you got going?
yeah. Just trying to get the Facebook stuff back up, and since I lost Star Park Films, and I no longer have the Instagram, I also took down TikTok. So now it's really just Facebook, the one account, and X, wherever we want to call it.
Yeah,
So
Twitter.
What
Twitter
about
X.
what about weren't you working on fixing up or finishing off some of the Xmas stuff?
Yeah. I mean, I still want to do Axis 3 and 4, but they just have to be completely rewritten. And then there's Ghoul, and there's a few other things. I just have to get off my lazy butt and actually do it. So
It's so funny you made a movie called Ghoul, and then we just reviewed Night of the
Yeah.
Living Dead, which was about ghouls,
Zomghouls.
some ghouls.
yeah, this is more. It's not like a zombie ghoul. It's more kind of like Golem,
Uh,
like that type of ghoul, like a ghoul that would go eat out of like a graveyard,
Yeah,
but it's not a
traditional ghoul.
zombie. Yeah,
there you go.
There is Ghoul School. I
which
actually
has
seen
which
that.
is Taylor Kilgore is the ghoul.
We
Yay.
love Taylor. We have Taylor
Yay.
come on our show. She's
She's
just so,
cute for a ghoul.
yeah, she's too
That's what I
cute.
wanted. I wanted to take somebody that I thought was beautiful and make them ugly.
In
So
fact, dare
that's
I say, she's a groovy ghoulie.
Groovy.
that shows
Oh,
our age.
Yep.
well, that leads me to say that we Paul John and I are going to be recording this Thursday with the Evil Dead. So we got the Evil Dead as part of our the horror film lovers reviews. We're going to review we've reviewed all the other Evil Dead, and now we've got the first one to actually do.
Oh, the
I
original?
think the original, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um
that's cool.
and then so we're reviewing that on Thursday night, and then so that'll be out I think on the following Wednesday, and we might have a special guest on that, so that'll be pretty cool. Somebody who worked on the production and stuff. So we'll see. But if not, then it doesn't. But what is it? Also, we are taking a break from mainstream media, which I'll mention in the horror film lovers update. For that, for the quick update. But I'll be doing that in Blu-ray Hunter updates alone. So if you guys want to check out the channels for that, should leave a link for all of those down there so you can check out all those Blu-ray hunters, Dark Park reviews, and horror film lovers, and all that stuff. So we got plenty to go around right now, and until Paul makes his own Moo Cow channel where he does trolling things.
I mean, I do. It's
You
just,
do, because I see your Moo Cow
yeah,
thing sometimes,
my
but
that little short film I made in Sport Monroe was there, and a few other little bits and pieces.
that's where it is. Okay, I need to look at that because I thought you put that on Indie Film Cafe, but you didn't. So,
No, I thought I did.
no, I think you put it on yours.
Oh
So,
yeah, I put it on mine.
yeah, you put it on yours, not
That's where it
on
lives.
Indie Film Cafe's thing. So I was looking for it in the Indie Film Cafe and couldn't find it, and didn't even think to look at your Moo Cow one. So I gotta check that out. So yeah, so that's it. That's really all that's going on right now. If there's more stuff, then just keep checking. And check us out on Facebook if you're not banned or have to restart all over again, like
Canceled.
poor Mr. John Board. Yeah, I guess they canceled you, buddy. I'm sorry. Um,
For
Me
but
nothing.
too, John Ward. Me too.
I know.
Well, and then today they said that I was friending too many people, so now I'm restricted for 24 hours. And then they kept saying you cannot friend people that you don't know, even though I went to high school with these people and they were friends with me before.
Yeah.
So I hate Facebook. So there might be a time when I just leave it and just
Zuck,
stick
you
with
suck.
Twitter X. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just it's all AI and just ads now. That's all it is.
And shitty AI. Shitty
So
Um,
algorithms.
yeah,
algorithms are dumb, like
I mean,
everything.
people are being kicked off. Their accounts are getting deleted for copyrights for movies they made.
It's the lazy dad thing where he just doesn't want to deal with it and just writes a stupid algorithm somebody
Well, I
does. And
mean,
it's just
yeah,
dumb.
it's stupid, but if you think about it, they'd have to spend a lot of money for like people to individually check everything,
Well, they
and
don't have
stuff.
to. What they do is they just need to have humans there that you can contest it to and
Right, but
say,
see how many
hey,
people can. It's the same thing with IMDb. I've been having issues with people editing and all my shit on my pages and everything. They don't edit yours, Paul. I think
nope.
if whoever's listening should, if you're doing all this stuff, mess with Paul now. Like, Paul would love it. Paul think it's hilarious. I don't think it's hilarious at all. I think it's just rude and nasty. But like when people do that, I can't complain to IMDb because they don't give me a number to call because if they had that they'd have to make everything a paying site because they'd have to pay everybody
Are you
to
on
do that
pro?
stuff. I am on Pro, but then maybe Pro should be allowed all that access and stuff.
Yeah.
But they don't. Like maybe that could be a benefit for an incentive for wanting to be pro is if they actually had somebody there that can help you fix this stuff. If you're not pro, sorry, can't help you. you know I mean, doesn't sound fair maybe, but it is what it is. So anyway, the point is that I got that stuff going on. So I would rather Facebook just fix shit on like with humans instead of AI, but you know,
At least
that's
it's not going to get banned like TikTok.
well, I don't even know if TikTok's gonna get banned or not, yet. Like I think something's gonna happen with that because like so many people are gonna freak out. Um, all right, well, I hope everybody had a good time. It's been a long day for us, so we gotta go. But we really appreciate everybody. Check out the Blu-ray Hunter and all the other stuff, Dark Park films and everything that we've been doing. And until then, everybody, have a good one. Bye.